want to rush it. I don't want to rush it, but I want us to understand. Okay, so are we together, Mr. Felix, Mr. Steven? Can I move on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay. So before we start, I want to just talk about something. Now, when you're learning data science or whatsoever, while you are practicing, you need to try and lay hold on data sets, like real data sets, so that you can use it to work and practice and all that. So there are a lot of data sets, free data sets out there. And I'll be guiding us. I'll be downloading one now, and we'll be using that to play around and explain pandas. So a very powerful site where you can get all these data sets and all that. It's cargo.com. So when you hear cargo.com is a website that majorly I just has to do with machine learning and data science. So I'm currently on cargo.com. I'll be downloading a data set, and we'll be using the data sets to explain how pandas work. So I will not want to stress myself so much. These are plenty all manner of data sets here. So let me just download um, net movie and TV series. It's a data set. So let me download that. So I have it here, and the size nine. Okay. So I'll be downloading the data set now. So you can see download. So you can see what I'm doing, right? Okay. So
Yes, sir. I tried.
okay. So I will downloading it. So I will save it where I have okay, inside data science. So I'll be saving it there. So let me open my desktop. Okay. Desktop data science. Okay. Um okay, so let me save it there. Okay, download. So it's going to download now. So it's done downloading. So it's a zip file. So I will have to unzip it. So the data set is in CSV format. So I will have to unzip it. So let me unzip it. Okay, let me share the screen so that you can see how I'm doing that. So don't know if I'm sharing the right screen now. I think I'll do my with the right screen. Okay, yeah, okay. I think that's where I am. So let me unzip this. So I will extract this. So extract. Okay. So I'm done extracting. So when I extract, you can see it here inside this folder. So you can see the file. The name of the file is Netflix underscore titles. So let me just paste it also here. So it will be where oh, okay. Let me delete this. Then let me copy this. Okay. And now it's here. Okay. Now having a conflict. Okay. Okay. Let me leave it that way. So let me come back to Jupyter Notebook and let's start working. So let me give this file a name. Let me give it a name. So let me call it pandas 01. Pandas 01. Okay. So I save it as that. Okay, so let's start. So just like the way we imported NumPy and we used it, we have to, not we can also, we have to import pandas to be able to use pandas. So I'll just do import pandas as, so the areas I want to give it as PD. So and I run that, it's going to import all the functions, all the methods inside Pandas. So Pandas works with data in form of a data frame. In form of a data frame. Now, take for example, I want to break down. I don't. Some of us may are familiar with Pandas, and we hear terms like series, like data frame, and we kind of confused. Like, how can I relate this with the initial knowledge of Python I had? So, but it's quite simple, although not exactly what or the manner at which I'll be explaining it, but it will help our understanding. Now, imagine a dictionary. I know we've done dictionary. Imagine a dictionary called student. So I have a student dictionary. So I call student. So in that students now, so it's a dictionary. So if it's a dictionary, then it has a key and a value. So I can have maybe name, let's say name. So let me call it names. So for the names now, I have um I have Shola, I have Femi, I have and I have Fumi. So let me have another element. So let me say age. Then okay, let me increase these names. Ola, Wumi, Shola, Ola, Wole, then Saya. Okay, so age also now I have 23, 24, 25, 21. Okay, there are three. So I can have one more. Let me say far food. Far food. So I have beans, I have rice, and I have dodo. Okay, so now with what we can see on the screen, this is a dictionary. This is a dictionary. Uh, okay. This is a dictionary, and I know we're familiar with this. Let me run this again. Okay, so this is a dictionary. Now, the names in this case now, names is a key, then the list that follows refers to the value. In this case, age is a key, and 23, the list that follows 23, 24, 23, 34, 25. It's the value, they are the value. Then five food, the key. Then this list is the value. So now this is a dictionary. This is a dictionary, and I know it's not strange to us. Now, the concept at which Pandas work, I said it works in the sense of data frames. It works in the sense of data frame. Now, and what is a data frame? A data frame is just it's a collection of rows and columns, that has index. Now, this is a dictionary now. So see it in this way. Imagine I draw a table, and names, then all these under names, they are in a column. Age also is a column. All this refers to the value under that particular column. And the same thing here. So in Pandas, we refer to all this, I mean the name and the list that follow. This is a series now. We refer to this as a series. The names, which is the key here, is the column, and all these are the values under that particular column. So as it is now, I can turn this dictionary to become a data frame. And how do I do that? Let me say df, as df is just a variable. I will just say pd dot data frame. Then I'll pass in the dictionary student, and I run it. Then if I call df now, as you can see, so that's a concept of data frame. You can see the names, the column, then the age, fast food. So let me just remove the names, change it to a name. I think that makes more sense. So that's just the concept. So this is a series. Now when you talk about a series, this is a series now. This is a series, age is a series, fast food and all that it's under it, they are series. Now you can see when I made it a data frame, you can see this 012. You see this 012 here, they are referred to as index. They are the index. They are the index. And the significance of index helps us to be able to identify unique rows. So unique rows, like this is a row one, row two, or whatever. So you can use something else to make the rows unique. Maybe their matric number. You are certain that nobody can ask the same matric number. So let me add another series called matric number. I think let me use something we're familiar with. So let me say matric num, matric underscore num. So let me put in some matric numbers here. E 12, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then CPE 12, 3, 4, 2, 1. Then um, then AGE 12, then 2, 3, 7, 1. So now let me run this again now. Let me run this again and let me run this again. So as you can see, I have another column here now. Now, as you can see, I said these 0, 1, 2, they are the index. Now, and I said the reason why we have index is to bring in uniqueness so that we can uniquely identify each row. We can uniquely identify each row. And we know that no students can have the same matric number. So what I will do here is I will change the index to become matric num. So I can do that. I'll just say df dot set index. So you know df is the data frame now. df is the data frame we created from the dictionary we add here now. So df dot set index, then I'll put the column I want to. So I'll just say matric no. So I will still go through all this together. So don't worry. I'm just trying to explain the concept of index and the concept of series. So when you talk about data frame, you talk about index, you talk about series. So when I do this now, so as you can see, the index have become their matric number. And so I can uniquely refer to any students now using their matric number. So I still have this, I still have name, age, fast food as my main table, while the matric number has become the index now. So are we following at all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
Mr.
following,
Stephen,
sir.
are you there? Mr. Felix, are you following at all?
I'm there, sir. I'm there, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Ah. Yes, sir.
Mr. Felix, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Ah, all right. I'll take you.
Mr. Felix, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Hey, I was hearing you say, sir.
Okay. Mr. Stephen, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Okay, are you following?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm following, sir.
Okay.
I'm
I just
following,
want to
sir.
be sure so that I won't be talking to the air. Okay, so let me move on. But do we understand what I'm trying to explain? I'm trying to explain the concept of pandas. I said pandas work with data frames, work with data in form of frames. So, and what the frame is made up of is consists of series and index. And I said a series as it's more like the concept of a column. It has a column name and it has series of values assigned to that particular column. So that makes up a series. And the concept of index, they are just unique, let me say unique variable or unique ID that you can use to differentiate the rows available in that data frame. So in this case, the default one is to start numbering it, but you can actually make any rows that you know that is unique. You can make them become your index. So we downloaded a data set, and we'll be playing with the data set because I just use this funny example to explain the concept of data frame. So let's get started. So we have a data set. It's a data set on Netflix movie and TV shows. I don't know what the data set look like. On a very serious note, I've not downloaded it, so I've not worked with this data set before. So we'll be doing it together. So how do I get this data set into my work, what I'm doing? So we're going to be using Pandas to import this data set. So what I'll be doing is I will just like the way we have here. So I can say df. So when I'm doing df now, I'm overwriting now. So df, then I'll use pd dot read underscore csv. You know, the file we downloaded was a csv. So what is the location from where I am? So my pandas 001 is residing inside this place. So I need to get into Netflix uh, Netflix underscore titles folder, then to be able to get into Netflix underscore titles CSV. So where am I going to? So I'll do this Netflix underscore titles slash Netflix underscore titles dot csv. So let me try and import that. So it's importing. So it's trying. Okay, it can locate the file. So let me track the location of the file. So I have this. Okay, Netflix underscore titles. Let me rename this. Okay, so I have it like that. So if it's like that, let me reload this page, and I load this page. Then let me re-enter this place. So I think it should open now. Yeah. So now let me print out the data frame and let's see how our data look like. I don't know how it looks like. So let me just press df. So wow, you can see this is the data set we have. You can see the show ID, the type, the title, the director, the cast, the country, the date at date. I know we used to watch movies, so this is a data set for us. It's a movie. So let me try and see. So and from what we can see, it's looking like so now. As you can see, if we scroll down, you will see it's telling us we have 602, rows by six columns, 6, 2, 3, 4 rows. So that means we have 12 columns. We have 12 columns and we have 6, 2, 3, 4. So now let's start working with our data set, which we've turned into a data frame. So now, take for example, maybe you want to see the columns only. We can actually do that. So how do I see only the columns? All I just have to do is just do df.columns. I want to see all the columns. Now press shift enter. So as you can see, these are all the columns we have here now. Just as you can see here, we have show ID, we have type, we have title, we have director, and that is what we have here now. So these are the column title. These are the columns we have here now. So we can see now. So now maybe also, as you can see, it says we have 6,234 rows and 12 columns. But all we are seeing is just very little. Maybe you want to see the first 10 columns. So you just have to do df.add. If you do df.add, it will automatically bring out only the first 5 rows. But maybe you are interested in the first 50, you just want to see So if I do this now, as you can see, I have the first 50 um, elements. I have the first 50 elements here now. So now let's start working on this data set. There are quite a number of things we can do. Um, Take for example, as you can see, no, our index is using number as usual, but we can see that of the columns we have here, we can actually make the index to be maybe show ID, because show ID is seeming to me as something that is unique, that at least is unique to every movie. So I can do that like I did the other time. I'll just do df dot set index in bracket. I'll put the set index. I'll put the column name, so that will be show ID. So show underscore ID. And when I press this, as you can see, my index has now become that. Now let me try and open my df again. So if I open my df again, it seems as if this thing has not changed. So now in pandas, when you make change like this, like in this case that I changed the index of my data frame to show ID. Now, there are quite a number of functions that when you run on pandas, you have to use the word in place equals true, and that will perfect it. That will make it permanent. So, but if you just do it like I did it the other way now, let me run it again now. If I run this again now, you will see the report. It looks as if it has done it. But when I run df again, I expect it to have effected, but it has not effected. So for you to permanently effect any change, so while you are making that, you can put in place equals true. So if I run this now, I think there's a mistake here. Okay. If I run this now, then I've made this permanent now. If I now run df again, so you can see now my index has now become that that show ID. So as it is now, we have this data. So let's continue to work around it. So talking about data science and all that, we've already started data science because we are trying to clean and do all manner of things. So now let's start with maybe you are interested in a particular row or in a particular columns. How do I get across to it? So let's first start with column. Maybe I only want to see the type. So all I just have to do is the name of my data frame, which is this case df dot, no, let's not use dot. I'll use square bracket. So maybe I'm interested in the type now. So I'll just say type. If I run this, so as you can see, it will only show me only the data on that type. So assuming it's the descriptions or the country I'm interested in now, I'll just do df country. And I will only be seeing only data that has to do with the country column now. So with this now, there are some that they use it this way, some can use it this way, and it will give them, but this is not advisable, and the reason we know as time goes on. But I will advise we do it this way. If you're interested in a particular column, you can just get access to it by just using the name of the data frame, then in bracket you put the column name. You put the column name. So you ask, okay, what if I'm interested in a particular row and not just a column? I'm interested in a particular row and not just a column. Now, there are two different ways you can actually do that. You can use the first one, is called iLook. So let me just create a markdown here. So let me say how to use iLook and look. So let me make this bold. So escape, then let me make this a markdown, then shift enter. Okay, so how to use ilook and look. So use ilook and look to help you fish out rows in a data frame. So now, what is the difference? What is ilook? Now, if I go up, okay, let me just get only the first five uh, data set. So I have it this way now. So if we go up like this, let's assume I'm interested in uh, this second one now. I'm interested in this second row now. Now I can either use look or ilook. And when you are using ilook, you make use of integer. Now, if I say df.ilook one now, if I say ilook one now, as you can see, the movie it picked for me is whatever it takes. So let's go and look for whatever it takes. So as you can see, so this is 0 1. So by like using ilook now, it gives me the row on the index z1 now. So let's assume I want to get the third one now. If I change the look to 2, I change the ilook to 2. So give me the movie with the title Transformer Primes. So as you can see, that's sitting on the third one. So if you want to get the first one, I use 0. And if I want to get so as it's continuously like that. So when you are using ilook, you make use of integer value. You make use of integer value. I want us to take also note of that. You make use of integer value. And one quick way you can easily remember this is ilook, integer. So you make use of integer value to get access to the exact row you want to reach out to. And you can actually select multiple rows also using ilook. But when you are now doing multiple, so let us want to select uh, the first, the second, the third. So that will be 0, 1, 2. So but now when you now have it to be more than one that you want to see, now you have to put them in a list. You have to put them in a list before the square bracket outside, or else there will be a problem. So let me run this now. So you can see it gave me the first, which is this. As you can see, gave me the second, which is this, as you can see, and it gave me the third, which is this, as you can see. So when you are using ilook, you make use of integer value to get access to 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 the rows. So now, what if I don't want to see all the data now? Maybe I'm only interested in, okay, I just want to see the title and the country. So you can go further to stream this thing to a very minimal. So I can say comma, then maybe what I want to see. I only want to see column of the title, comma, then the country that the movie was acted. So when I run this now, okay, there's a problem. Okay, there's nothing like a title. So when I run this now. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. I said ilook make use of integer. So I'm doing it the wrong way here now. So if I want to get the title is sitting on in the 0, 1, 2. That'll be that's 2. That's 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4. So 1, then 4. Okay, yeah, I was able to get. So when you are using ilook, it's integer all true. So as you can see now, it only gave me the title and the country. So let's assume maybe I want to further work on this now. I can equate it to be something else. I can say, let me say first three. First three. I can equate it to be something else. And I can later on start working. I want to see the first three. First three. So you can see. Oh, you can see. So That's how you use iLook. When you're using iLook, you use integer. You use integer. Let me run through back again. I know I'm a bit very fast. Let me run through back again. This session will soon finish, so to be good if we can connect in back using the same link. So let me start again, brushing us through. So talking about pandas, pandas using the concept of data frame, and the data frame consists of index, consists of series. And I explained the concept of series. The series is just like when you have a key value. The key is the column name, and the values are the values under that particular column. So we converted in this instance we converted the dictionary to a data frame. And I said we can, the concept of index is to help you uh, be able to identify unique rows. You need to identify each row uniquely. So the default way is to number it, just like when you give numbers. So whether you want to refer to a particular row, you just call the number. So it's something unique. So, and I said we can always set the index to be something else. And I gave the instance of a matric number. So in a case here, I changed the index for that particular data frame. And I said we wanted to make use of a data set, and I imported the data set using pd.read CSV. So take note, the PD we are using is just an alias name to help us make use of pandas. So I printed the data frame out, and I explained that according to what we've seen here, we have 623 rows times 12 columns. So that means we have 6,234 rows, and we have 12 columns. And I said if you want to see only the columns of a data frame, just type df, not the df now is just the name I've given to the imported file. So I want us to take note, the name I've given to, so do this line now, import the file and also convert the file to a data frame. So the df was the name I gave you. So if you want to get the columns, the name of a data frame dot column, so you get the list of the columns. Then I also said that maybe you are interested in the first 50 or whatsoever, then you press df.add, so it will give you the first 50 rows. Then also, I was explaining, okay, so I set the index, I changed it, and I said that there are some changes to be making in pandas, that when you make some changes, you have to tell it in place equals true, so that it can permanently affect whatsoever change you are rendering also. So then I also said there's a way you can reach out to a particular column. So use the name of your data frame in bracket, the name of the column you actually want to use. So I just remember something now I would like to also explain. So I think I skipped some things there. So let me just quickly explain them. So let me insert a cell below this place. So now maybe you want to know the shape. And I say shape now, from NumPy we're coming from, shape, just like the size of this particular data frame. Just use df dot shape. So it tell you, so it's telling you you have 6,234 rows and 11 columns now. So now I also said if you want to get the first 50 rows, you make use of df.add, then put the number you want to firstly see. Likewise, also if you want to see the last, maybe the last 5 rows, so you can also do that by saying maybe df.tail. Then I want to see the last 5. So if I do this, so as you can see, these are the last 5 data. So then before we now started talking about iLook. So I want to welcome question at this point. Is there any question? Mr. Felix, Mr. Stephen, any question?
Not me, sir. No, you, sir. That's it, please.
Okay. Mr. Stephen, any question? Mr. Stephen, any question? Mr. Stephen, are you there? Okay, I can't hear from him. So I was explaining about iLook, how you can get access to some rows in a data set. Use iLook, and you can also use look also. So iLook is you make use of integer. Now uh, uh, look make use of the index name. I want us to take note. Look make use of the index name. So now let me okay, please, I have an urgent call. Let me just quickly pick it. I'll be right back. Sorry.